We're here with Maygan Shaw, track team, as they look forward to the Texas Relays and Bobcat Invitational this upcoming weekend. First, I mean, you've had a really nice start to the season, leading the conference in 200 time. How would you say your season has gone so far?
So far, it has been very challenging to get back into sprinting on an outdoor track. Sure, we do it every day at practice, but when you're in a competition, it's different. It's very different from indoor. And getting out of that indoor habit of 2 laps, now you only have to do 1 lap for the 400. It's a big step, and it's more comfortable now to run 1 lap. So I feel like
having qualified for the Texas Relays before. I mean, how much does that already having that experience and going there and facing some of the best runners in the country? How much experience does that help you going in this?
After having experienced those things prior, it's not as nerve-wracking. It's more like you're so used to it to a point where it just feels comfortable, and I'm glad I had those opportunities because now they're gonna help me just run comfortably and just do my best regardless of where I am.
Yeah, one of those runners running with you is your teammate Sonari Butler. I mean, does you guys compete in many of the same events? And
Yes.
Obviously the relays you compete with each other, but do you having competed with her, do you guys build kind of a friendly rivalry? Because you're each trying to beat each other in races. So
that's what everybody thinks, but honestly, we're just having fun, and whoever wins wins. It's more like I'm glad I have someone pushing me in competitions and at practice. So it's really benefiting the both of us practicing together more than it being a competition of who's gonna win. That's what everybody wants to think, and let them think that, but I'm just having fun, and so is she.
Yeah, and that kind of brings me to the next question. I mean, how much does she how much do you kind of benefit with each other, and especially you having someone like her to compete against every day in practice?
She really helps my finish of the race, and I would say I help her start of the race. So in the beginning, I was more of a push the beginning sort of in my 400 to a point where I get tired toward the end. And she was more of a relax in the beginning and then push at the end. So we were like the opposite. We run the race completely different. But now that we're running together, we get to see what we're doing differently, and we're kind of like adapting. So the back end of my race is getting a little better, and the front end of her race is getting a lot better. So it's amazing.
You guys do compete with each other, in the relays. You've been a part of some really good relay teams in the past. How does this one compare, both in 4 and the 4x4?
For the 4x1 and the 4x4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I feel like the chemistry is a lot better on the 4x1 than it ever has been because we have a lot of new runners, so it brings new mindsets and you're not stuck in your old ways. So everybody can contribute and there's no toxicity anymore. So for the 4x1, it's much better. The 4x4, we're pretty much running with the same girls that we did before. So great chemistry, everybody's fun, everybody knows this race is gonna hurt. So we're just like, let's get it over with. And yeah, my teams have been just really great over the years. And I would say this is the best set of girls that I've ever ran with in my whole life.
And which event?
The 4x4 and the 4x1, just both. And we're gonna run the 4x2, so I know that's gonna be amazing as well.
And then how do you think you've improved from year 1 to year 3?
Like I said before, my back end of my race is a lot better, and my patience is a lot better in the 4x1 when I have to do handoffs, because before I would either get out too early or not push out fast enough. So now I have a way better start, and I learned to trust my teammate that she's gonna make it to me in time, or I'm gonna be fast enough to get out to where I don't have to overwork myself getting out. So, yeah.
Thank you, Maygan.
All right, that's all.